Welcome to Upper Body Overview. Just a couple of things I want to go over quickly before you go off to your next upper body session. Now, I'm going to be using 5-pound dumbbells just for demonstration, but no matter where you're at in your journey, all these different techniques are going to apply. So a couple of things that I want to talk about is form. Now, going over a couple of different upper body exercises, we'll talk about arms right now, but you can do them in a different stances. So I want to be stumbling over my words today. So we have a sitting on the floor. We can be doing different upper body workouts. We could be doing it in a kneeling stance. We could be standing, and we could also be sitting. So no matter where you're at in the week, during the day, how you're feeling, take advantage of whatever suits you best at that moment. So when you are in one of those different positions, we're definitely going to be focusing on that deep core connection, all right? Because even though we are working arms, you're still going to be engaging everything here for proper balance, coordination, movement, but really to protect your low back, right? So what I want you to always be thinking about is that pelvic tilt, that pouring backwards of that hip, bringing that belly button into the low back, right? And keeping that engagement, ugly butt style, as we go through our different lifts. All right, and if it's a combination move, let's say maybe it's a reverse lunge, press, reverse lunge, curl. At all times, we're going to be focusing on holding that engagement and not overarching or over rounding, but a nice neutral stacked spine. Okay, cool. So a good way to intensify exercises without one of us kind of going in and manipulating the workout, you can do this just by slowing down your movement. So let's say we're going in for our bicep curl. All right, what I want you to do, no matter what exercise, is a conscious mind muscle connection. So right now I'm just pumping. There's really no connection. I'm just moving my arms. All right, so now this is me focused and engaged. I'm going to engage that belly, round those shoulders, roll those shoulders back, right? Open up that chest and really focus on that bicep, pursuing the movement, okay? Nothing else is lifting these hands except that bicep muscle, if that makes sense. All right, and if you notice how fast I'm going, not very fast at all, that's how I want you to roll. All right, so really focusing on that bicep to lift and slowing it down using that bicep to lower. So play around with those guys. Same thing when we're coming up, any overhead, okay? I always like to say, keep the weights in your vision. Don't bring them too far back here. You want to be able to kind of see them, all right? And you know you're good here. For any kind of shoulder press, I also want you to think, let's bring them up a little bit, okay? And press. That's going to take some of it off of the trap and put it more on the shoulder, all right? And that's where we want to go with these guys. Okay, belly's engaged. For tricep, tricep's an interesting one. We have our extension, so the one where your arm is up here and we're coming back. If you can, let's perform these with one arm at a time. Reason being, if you see, there's a natural curve to the movement as I bend that tricep, where if we're holding them here and we're going up and down, that's not really a natural range of motion for that tricep. So I like doing it one arm. A little bit trickier. Feel free to spot yourself and keep that elbow up there. All right, no flaring. We're not out here. Bring it in. Everything nice and close to that body, close to the center of the body, okay? And that's just for protection, injury prevention, all that good stuff. We're going to get into back real quick before I head out of here. So for our rows and flies and really anything regarding the back, we do want to pull that belly up into that low back and lengthen away. Okay, so think about pulling the string from your head, lengthening that spine away. For the majority of your movements, I want to say always think about lengthening, all right? But especially for that back. So we want to do that. And we want to think about that mid upper back for this specific exercise, our fly here. Engaging that movement, not any of that arm, throwing it back. And we also don't want to throw weights, okay? This is not doing anything. what are we working here? Nothing. Okay, so nice and still and stable, slow and controlled. This is going to change the dynamic of your upper body workouts. Okay, slowing it down, controlling yourself, and having the specific muscle that you're working engage and start up that movement. All right, so we're going to keep these tips in mind as we get started through phase one. Phase two, I'll come in hot with some more interesting stuff. That's really all I got for today. Okay, so I hope we can take what resonates and roll with it. Please let me know how this turns out. I also want to see from everybody who's watching this video a form check on a bicep curl, okay, and a tricep extension. So send those 2 videos back to me or FaceTime me so I can check them out and approve them and go forward, and we can start intensifying and doing some different cool techniques. Alrighty, talk to you soon.